Hello and welcome to the show. I am Joe Tophat. The Silver Age of comics can be an embarrassing time for certain Batman fans. The Dark Knight is taken very seriously these days, so it's kinda hard for certain fans to go back and see Batman as a baby, kicking back to watch the Adam West show, or teaming up with comedian Jerry Lewis. I'm not one of those fans. The Silver Age happens to be my favorite era of comic books. Don't get me wrong, I like the serious stuff when done right. It's just that, with so many dark and serious comics out there, it's kinda nice to go back and read a superhero comic that's just meant to be a goofy adventure story. Plus, it's always fun to look at the covers and wonder, what's going on? Take the 1957 cover to Rainbow Batman. But Batman, last night you wore the green costume, and tonight you're wearing the red. Why? I must, Robin. I must wear a different color Batman costume each night. The cover is very eye-catching, with the 5 different color costumes in the background and Batman wearing the red costume, though it looks pink. It's easy to see why the Rainbow Batman issue has went on to be one of the most iconic Batman covers ever. So, why did Batman have to wear a different color costume every night? Let's find out. The comic begins with a young Dick Grayson hearing someone cry for help. Before he can change into Robin, he jumps in to save a little girl from being hit by a car. Unfortunately, he hits his elbow on a lamppost, cracking his elbow. I guess what they say is true. No good deed goes unpunished. The thieves got away stealing a portable TV camera. Dick is the only one who saw their faces. He runs home and tells Bruce. But why should anyone steal a portable TV camera? They'd have no use for it, and couldn't sell it. There must be some other motive. Maybe I can spot those crooks in our crime file. They look through their files, but they can't find any record of them because it would be a short story if they did. Bruce concludes, I can only see one motive for stealing that camera, as preparation for some big crime, to be staged where TV crews will be working. Or maybe they want to film their own TV show and can't afford their own camera. You know how cheap some producers are. Batman decides that he and Robin should attend every big televised event, starting with the official welcome of the King of Zorro, a possible reference to Zorro, one of the many inspirations for Batman, though I might be overanalyzing it. It is at this event where Batman wears a red costume. It actually looks more red than the one on the cover. As the crowd wonders why he's wearing a different costume, Batman and Robin check out all the TV crew and they found they all have their credentials. Later that day, the dynamic duo answer a call about a truck carrying explosives being on fire. This time Batman's wearing a blue costume. The only way to put out the fire is for Batman to drive the truck into a river. You would think he would have a bat fire extinguisher in his belt, but whatever. Some reporters ask Batman why he's wearing a different color costume, but all he'd say is, it could be I'm just tired of the same colored costume, you know, but I'm not giving my reasons yet. I'm certain there's some big story behind these colored costumes, but I can't figure it out. Maybe he's having a midlife crisis. Don't be ridiculous. Still, that would make a great headline. Cape Crusader struggles with midlife crisis. I think I'll write it. Isn't that dishonest? Who cares? It'd be decades before the internet is invented, thus offering an alternative source to our BS. Batman shows up wearing a yellow costume at an event welcoming movie star Marian Marley, an obvious parody of Marilyn Monroe. The actress isn't too pleased to be upstaged. You! You wore that costume deliberately, so everyone would look at you, not at me. I'm sorry, Miss Marley. I didn't mean to spoil your welcome. Can I help it I'm more popular than you? Later, he shows up at a fashion show wearing an orange costume, where he is asked to leave because he is drawing attention away from the models. Then at a ship's christening, Batman shows up wearing a green costume. As the ship is about to leave the harbor, the Cape Crusader notices that someone tied a cable to the ship, so Batman quickly takes an axe to cut it loose. Next comes a big sharpshooting contest, and guess what color is Batman's costume? That's right, a bullseye. A strange choice considering that it's not a color, but it's black and white, so I guess it counts. Someone from a tall building takes a shot at Batman, but luckily he has on a bulletproof vest. That's why I wore the target costume this time. Anyone trying a shot at me would aim at the bullseye, and my protective armor is underneath that. They could have shot you in the head, you know. Did you ever consider that possibility? Finally, at the Monies of the World exhibition, Batman shows up wearing a rainbow costume, and this time he and Robin catch the crooks. So why did Batman wear those different colored costumes? You see, Alfred, Robin had to help me find those thieves, because only he's seen their faces and could identify them. But if anyone noticed that as Robin, I couldn't use my left arm, they might remember the publicity about Dick Grayson's injury and suspect our identity. That's why I wore such colorful, eye-catching costumes, so everyone would look at me and not at Robin. And it worked. No one noticed me and my arm, when all eyes were on Batman's bright costumes. But now that's over, I can quit being a peacock and become a Batman again. You know, that was actually a good plan. Anyway, the Rainbow Batman comic is a fun, goofy story from the Silver Age. Though considering the different stories that came out at that time, it's not as silly. It was a good plan to find the bad guys and keep Robin's injury a secret. The Rainbow Batman would later be seen on Batman, the Brave and the Bold, and in action figures, thus proving how iconic this goofy comic book is. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you later.